Hello, my name is Tammy Denon. Thank you so much for choosing Eisman Property Management. This video is designed to walk you through the Eisman Property Management lease. We will only discuss the high points. If reading the entire lease is important to you, please do so in its entirety. If you would have any other questions or concerns during this video, someone will discuss those with you at the conclusion. Let's begin by opening up your folder. On the right side, you will find your lease. It will be labeled in one of the three following manners: Eisman Property Management, DBD Contracting, or United Joint Venture, all under the same umbrella of Eisman Property Management. However, your monthly check will be made payable to the company at the top of your lease. Behind that lease, you will find a lead-based paint disclosure. We will be discussing that during the lease. On the left side of your packet, you will find a moving checklist. You will find in the upper left-hand corner the 456 rent number. For maintenance, include the extension 202. Underneath, you will find an email in case you need to get in touch with me directly. The body of this is for electric, gas, water, and sewer utilities. They will be checked, the ones that you need to call in to get into your name. You will have 48 hours from the date of this signing to have that all accomplished. Should a weekend fall in between that, you will have until Monday at 5. This sheet also includes trash, recycling, cable, phone, internet, newspaper, and mail services. Page number 2 is Condition of Rental Property Checklist. That is an inspection sheet. We ask that you live there for a couple days. If you do find any maintenance issues, please write them on the sheet. The primary purpose of this is finding anything that you feel you may be charged for at move out. So please write that in there and get that back to us. Again, try and remember this is not a wish list. This is simply for any maintenance or inspection prior to move out. Page number 3 will be our move out charge acknowledgement. With this, I'd like you to take a couple seconds, take a look at it. This includes any kind of fees or charges that are related to any move out. Please look it over and sign the bottom, and then we will go forward with your lease. Let's begin with our lease. The first paragraph contains the tenant, the landlord, the property location, adults living there, any children living there, and the ages of the children. Bullet number 1, again, we talk about the address, the monthly rent during your 12 or 24 consecutive month cycle, the begin date, the end date, and again, something very important, that you acknowledge that you have indeed inspected the premises and you have found them to be acceptable. A 30-day written notice is required prior to move out. Failure to do so will result in a termination fee of 1 month's rent. Bullet number 2 deals with your security deposit. You will find that in bold print. We do have 45 days after move out in order to refund that to you, whatever will be owing after we do our walkthrough. Turn the page, please. Number 4 has to do with where you will be making your payment. It's 2109 South Calhoun Street, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46802. You can mail it. You can drop it off. We have a lockbox through the front door. We have a lockbox inside the door. We're open from 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, and 10 to 1 on Saturdays. Now, all rents are due at the first of the month, but you have until the 5th until it's considered late. Some leases do have the 8th as a late fee day. We are going to be changing those until the 5th as soon as your lease is up and they are renewed. There will be a late fee of 10% charged to your account. On the 9th or the 10th of the month, late notices always go out. If no payment arrangement or payment has been made prior to the 15th, eviction can be filed on your account. We wanted to also let you know, as far as bullet number 9, landlord's right to enter. I have the right to enter at any reasonable time. Normally that is between 8 and 5, Monday through Friday. That would be for an inspection. I will call in advance to let you know when I will be coming. However, when you do call in a maintenance request, that immediately allows our maintenance staff to enter your premises, whether you are home or not, between the hours of 8 and 5. Should you have any animals, once you put in a maintenance request, you must put those animals up until the maintenance request has been satisfied. Turn the page, please. Bullet number 11. Tenant agrees to maintain the grounds and all garbage receptacles in a neat and orderly manner during all times of the year. Tenant will also rake their leaves, you will shovel your snow, and you will mow your yard. We also require that you clean your gutters at least once a year and change your furnace filter twice a year, especially if you do have central air. Bullet number 12 will go with tenants will be charged $10 for replacing keys, $10 for the tenant being locked out, and $35 replacement fee per lock if you have not been broken into. Bullet 13 contains pets. You are not allowed to have any pets whatsoever unless you have paid a $100 non-refundable pet fee prior to the pet entering the premises. We have several breeds of animals we will not allow on your premises, and they include Rots, Pit Bulls, Dobermans, Chows, and German Shepherds. We have the right to reject any dog that you would bring into the property. Note, if a pet is found on the property without written approval or pet fee being paid, you will be evicted. We're going to pause here while you put your initials saying that you do understand this policy. Now turn your page. Bullet 15. Tenant shall be deemed in possession of the leased premises until the keys are returned to our office. When you end your lease, you will return your keys. At that point, rent will no longer be charged to you. Should you not turn on those keys, you will continue to be paying rent. Bullet 16, moving from the premises. Bullet 17 deals with abandonment. And bullet 18 is noise. We ask that you please keep your noise down after 10:30. Bullet 19, carpets or any other kind of covering nailed or cemented to any of the floors become the sole property of the landlord. You cannot take them up. Please turn your page. And right here at the top, we deal with emergency repairs and safety issues. Of course, at all times, you will call the 456 rent, which is 7368, extension 202. Now, on emergency repairs, you will indeed still call the 456 rent, extension 202, but they will be queued according to emergency. They are loosely defined as flood, fire, blood, and security. Now, of course, flood and fire are self-explanatory, so we have no issues there. Blood would be serious injury, and security would be a break-in where we could not refasten your doors. At that point, those would all be considered emergencies. Anything else, once they go into that queue, they would be on the next business day according to their emergency issues. Missed appointments. If for any reason we do make an appointment with you, we go out at a specific time and you aren't there, there is a $20 trip charge. Number 22 has to deal with plumbing. You are responsible for all plumbing stoppages if they contain debris, grease, paper towel, Q-tips, tampons, feminine wipes, baby wipes, or any other matter in the sinks, drains, or toilets. You agree to pay the entire amount if we find one of those in there. Again, we will pause for a few moments while you put your initials there saying that you do agree with the plumbing number 22. 23 has to deal with mold, that you will agree to maintain appropriate climate control, keep dwelling unit clean, and take necessary measures to retard and prevent mold from accumulating in the dwelling unit. Please turn your page. Number 24 is illegal acts. Of course, that's self-explanatory as well. 25 is smoke detectors. They are there. They are operational. If they stop working or start to beep, it takes a 9-volt battery, which is your responsibility to maintain those. We ask again that you initial, saying that you understand that once a month you need to check your smoke detectors. Number 26, renter's insurance. You will see here that there's a line for you to check if you do indeed have renter's insurance, and again, if you know your insurance company, policy number, expiration date. If you have those at home, please feel free to give us a call, and we will fill in that for you. If you reject or you do not have coverage, you will place your initials there. Please turn the page. Number 27 has to do with utilities. You will notice the middle of the page that you will see a T or an L. T means tenant pays this, or an L, landlord will be paying the utilities. For reiteration, we want to let you know that tenants will have 48 hours to transfer all utilities that are their responsibility into their name before we will shut them off. Failure to keep utilities on will result in eviction from the property. At the bottom of the page, you will see other bullets. Please feel free to peruse them. Now turn the page. Bullet 28 deals with appliances. Anything that is X'd on this will be our responsibility to maintain. Anything that would be in your dwelling that is on here but not X'd, we will not be maintaining that particular appliance. Your lead warning statement and disclosure will be in the middle of the page. You will find it X'd if we have no knowledge or X'd if we do. As a principal broker, I must acknowledge that I have informed you of one or the other. You will acknowledge on C and D that you've received copies of the information and you've received the pamphlet that you will find after your lease. Please turn the page. We are now at the last page of our lease. You will notice prorated rent will already be added, and this is what you will pay on the first of the following month. Date of possession will be filled in, and if you do owe a non-refundable pet deposit, that will be reflected here. You will see that one date has been filled in, and we have signed as lessor. You will date and sign as leasee. Under household occupants, anyone who is in the lease but not financially responsible for this lease, their names go there. Please fill in at this time.
My name is Sergeant Ray Odom. I work for the Allen County Police Department. In my capacity with the police department, I serve evictions. I also serve notices for Eiselman properties. Rent is due on the first of each month. Please take note that your rent is paid by the first. If not, I will deliver a notice to you for an eviction. An eviction will happen within a week of that notice. So my advice to you is to stay current and also stay in communication with Eiselman Property so that they will know your status and you can avoid seeing me at your door. Have a good day.
Our lease, and I personally want to thank you so much for trusting Eiselman Property Management with your rental needs. Enjoy your day and enjoy your home.